My name's Alaric Gordon. I'm a stockbroker working for a company in Manchester. I specialise in foreign stock markets, buying and selling shares in overseas stock markets from America to Hong Kong, Japan, Europe, all over. Whilst I'm not working here, my passion is motorsport. It stemmed from the fact that I lived and grew up in the shadow of a circuit up in the northwest of England called Alton Park, combined with the fact that my father and brother-in-law were also into motor racing. And I grew up surrounded by racing cars, and when I was old enough and had enough money, then we went racing. We've got a very good friend who runs a racing school, and at the time, when I was about 18, he ran it at a circuit near Aintree, the old Grand Prix circuit. And I saved up a few £100 and went for lessons there, and really just to find out what it was like. Once I'd done it, I realised that it was basically the best fix you can get without putting needles in your arm, so I kept on doing it.
I think when he came to the firm, he thought, well, here's an opportunity to find a bit of extra money to participate in my hobby and see some benefit for the organisation. And he sold the idea on us, and it's grown from there. I think we go back quite a few years now of supporting Alaric in his motor racing endeavours.
You can't just turn up and say, give me some money. You have to come up with a reason why the potential sponsor should be providing you with the budget to go racing. So you've got to prove to him that there are benefits involved from getting involved, and that's what I've had to do with Henry Cooks and the co-sponsors involved in this project. I came up with suggestions of how they could make use of it, what they can do to get the most out of it, and to get the advertising benefits from the whole project. It's a totally different world from where we are today. I mean, I spend 5 days a week in the office. You can see we're in the dealing room, and it's a totally different way of living your life at the weekends, as it were. Well, the reason we've come testing today is because we're racing tomorrow on the short circuit, and it's the first race on the short circuit. That's where they've cut out 1 or 2 corners, and it does change the character of the circuit a bit. So it's just to make sure that the car's set up right and that we're ready when we actually come to some competitive driving tomorrow. We've done 2 sessions so far. The first session we had a problem where the front brakes were not working properly. We've adjusted that, and we've actually in the second session gone quicker than we did all last year. So I think the best time today is a 1:05.2, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll be doing 1:04.5, something like that, which would put us fairly near the front tomorrow.
What I look for in a driver, it's quite unique. You need to have a very special power of concentration. Unlike any other ball game, a ball game, for example, the ball goes out of play every few seconds or a couple of minutes. The racing driver needs this sustained concentration. So they tend to come from all walks of life, and a lot of it is practice, of course.
Alaric's the flash racing driver name, whereas Pod's the family nickname that everyone knows me. It's easy to get it on the pit board, so it's Pod on the helmet, Pod on the pit board, and we put Alaric on the side of the racing car because we reckon that gives us half a second a lap, because it makes me sound a little bit more exotic.
He's quite unique because although he actually only races at the weekend, he has this sort of power of concentration to do the job right. What he does lack at the moment is a certain amount of practice. He's pursuing his other career, as it were, and that's why a day like today is particularly important. We're certainly heading in the right direction. What I think in Alaric's case is he's responding to the amount of testing we're able to do, and we are going quicker and quicker, so hopefully the results are going to get better and better.
Oh. Someone's dropped a load of oil down at Old Hall and I've gone off, so we've done a bit of damage, and I've got to get these side pods sorted out and the brakes fixed. So I don't know whether we'll be out again this afternoon, but we'll see how it goes.